Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our monthly appreciation and ancestor service. We are here today to express our gratitude to God and Meishu Sama for the protection, help, and countless blessings received this past month, and to ask permission to serve the divine plan for this coming month. We will begin our service today with the presentation of offerings to God. Please remain seated and pray along silently for the opening prayer.
Great God of light, with our deepest respect, we have gathered here at the World Messianic Church of America, Miroku Association, New York area, to celebrate our monthly appreciation and ancestor service. We humbly offer you our prayers of praise, appreciation for protection, help, and the countless blessings we have received this past month, and to ask for permission, guidance, and inspiration to serve in your divine work of the construction of paradise on earth. Please accept the materialization of our gratitude through our in person and virtual presence, our monetary offerings, and by guiding our relatives and friends. Please give us the strength and wisdom to practice this year's guidelines in our everyday life, helping others dedicate themselves to the construction of paradise on earth through our practices of faith in the path to our salvation. May we receive greater light and spiritual strength to realize Meishu Sama's ideals in our hearts, our homes, and our communities, so we become effective instruments of your divine light to bring happiness to everyone around us. May the new age of happiness and everlasting peace, where love, goodwill, and understanding prevail, soon become a reality. On this special day, we also ask you to bless and protect the departed souls of all our ancestors. We especially remember the ancestors of the members of our church who are enshrined at the sacred grounds and whose memorial anniversaries are observed in this month of March. In the name of the spirits are Dalva Correia de Castillo, Elizabeth Maria Perret Escrivano, Susana Maria Schwenke de Oliveira, Felipe de Jesus Rodrigues, Yoriko Hayashida Yamaguchi, Tsuruyo Yoshimoto, Bruno De Marchi, Domingos César Zavalon, Sebastião Tobias de Moraes, César Isaac Velasquez, George Jarrano Levine, Chris Jard, Gloria Escobar, Torazo Tsushi, Matt Kane, Irene Bardfest, Paul McDonald, Ernestina Barsante dos Santos, Juvenal de Holanda Vasconcelos, Constance Brett Monroe, Dolores Lorenk, Noboru Suzuki, Jinzo Oda, Sue Oda, George William Storrs, Barry Elliott Sakradov, Erin Alden Gross, Junjarei Sundarahitananda, Shia Nobel, Ray Anthony Johnson, Maria da Paixão Araújo, Gasparina Ferreira Moreira, Mariane Carvalho Moreira, Iracema Gregório Cabral, Koaru Miyazaki, Kaoru Miyazaki, Yaeshi Miyazaki, Domingo Garces Carreno, José Maria Vicente Lopes, Nadir Crespo, Darcy Marques Pimenta, Shrin Shugnun, Valdemar Leite Andrade Filho, Paul James.
Please stand and join us for the Amatsu Norito, Prayer of Heaven, found on your prayer book, page 11.
Taka amaharani kamsumari masu.
Kamurogi kamurogi no mikoto moshite Tsunemi oya kamuri sanagi no mikoto Tsukushi no imuka no tachihana no Ono no ahagi harani misogi harai tamo otoki ni narimaseru harai dono okami tachi moro moro no vagagoto suri kegare wo harai tamae kiyome tamae to maosu koto no yoshi wo amasu kami kurisu kami yao yorozu no kami tachi tomo ni ame no fushi koma no mimi furitatete Hikoshime seto kashikomi kashikomi mo maosu
Miroku o mikami
Mamori tamae saki hae tamae Miroku o ikami Mamori tamae saki hae tamae
Oshie miyoya no shino kami
Mamori tamae saki hae tamae Oshie mi oyanushi no kami Mamori tamae saki hae tamae
Kannagara
Tamashi haemase. Kannagara tamashi haemase.
We will now have the Miroku prayer found on your prayer book, page 13.
Great God of light, creator and giver of all life.
In accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. Your radiant divine light, shining ever more brilliantly, awaken the dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all of humanity. We thank you for guiding us to your divine plan, and for the privilege of channeling and receiving joy. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified as we live your truth given to us by Neshu Sama. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light, so that we may serve you and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized, with health, peace, and prosperity, a reality in our lives.
Great God of light,
Bless and protect us. Radiate our souls with your divine light, so that we may truly become instruments of your great plan.
Please join the prayer for ancestors found on your book, page 20.
great God of light,
Bless and protect the souls of our loved ones, whose journey here on earth is over. And as they continue on great God, encircled in your light, may they be raised to ever finer and higher states of true eternal bliss.
great God of light,
Bless
bless
and
and protect
protect
us
us
all.
all. Radiate our souls with your divine light, so that we may truly become instruments of your great plan.
Please be seated. We will now receive group Chorei. Jury is now concluded. Let us listen to a teaching of Meishu Sama.
Excerpts from the teaching Jure and Happiness. The purpose of Jure is more than to bring about physical healing. Jure is an action which manifests spiritual fulfillment and true happiness. I say this because, as many of you already know, sickness is a form of purification, and the true cause of sicknesses are clouds on the spiritual body, which become dispelled through that purification. The Jure technique offers a process through which the causes of negative experiences of an individual can be eliminated. In this sense, poverty and conflict are also manifestations of purification. However, the most serious of all purifications is illness, for it involves a human being's very life. Therefore, when the problem of disease is solved, other miseries such as poverty and conflict are automatically solved as well. Since the solution of these miseries is essential for the attainment of true happiness, it needs to be clearly understood that the cause of all miseries are clouds on the spiritual body, and that the simplest and surest way to dispel clouds and attain true happiness is through Jure. Therefore, once again, Jure is not something merely to be administered for the healing of physical illnesses. March 25th, 1952.
We will now have greetings from the Vice President of Miroku Association, Reverend Romilson Cândido.
Good morning. Good morning. How is everyone doing? Okay. Yeah. First of all, I'd like to thank God and Meishu Sama for the permission to allow me to be here and my family with all of you to serve this Divine Light program, to serve for the construction of paradise on earth. It's a blessing to be able to be here, to have health, to be alive, willing to serve. And I would like to also to thank all of you who have been dedicating your life also to help other people to build paradise on earth. I would like to thank you for your dedication for this Miroku Association, World Messianic Church, so that we can help more and more people. Many of you are doing a lot of work, even though it's called it's a hidden virtue. Many of you are doing many things that people don't know that you are doing, helping people and doing a lot of work. But you don't need to be recognized by people, but to be recognized by God. God sees everything. He knows everything. He knows your dedication, your effort. And he knows also when you are a little bit lazy, okay? When I am lazy, he knows, he sees everything. But the most important thing is that he's here and he's always with you and he sees everything. He is the one who is in command. He's the one who dictates what to do and not to do. And we just follow. So I'd like to thank you very much. And I'd like to thank also all these members that are watching right now online. They're praying with us for our ancestors. Pray for our loved ones. Today we pray for many of our ancestors whose names are enshrined at the sacred grounds. And those of you online are also praying with us. Thank you very much. Thank you for all of you who also dedicated for this service. There is a message that I'd like to convey to you, because this year, 2026, this is a year of deep significance that calls for great changes in human attitudes and behavior. So I would like to reflect on the importance of purifying the spirit, as we heard on the teachings that Amber read it to us. We all have those spiritual clouds in our spirit. So I would like to reflect on that, about also how accumulating merit is important in order to achieve true happiness. As the light of God increases, purifications intensify, and blessings and miracles occur with the same intensity. According to the teachings of Meishu Sama, God does not allow his creation, human beings, to remain clouded with impurities. God doesn't allow that. For this reason, the process of purification exists. It's a process of purification. When the clouds and impurities accumulated through violations of divine laws, when they reach a certain level, a natural process begins to eliminate them. So this process is essential, and they are part of the divine plan. However, because people do not understand that the elimination of spiritual clouds is necessary for their survival and happiness, purification has often been interpreted as something negative. There was a time when I became a member, and I used to hear purification. Oh, good, congratulations, it's good for you. I wouldn't understand. What do you have? I have a cold. I don't feel, oh, congratulations, you are purifying. I was, okay. And then came a time when the people say, you are purifying, and said, well, this is bad. So I started to see the word purification as a bad thing, but no, actually it's a good thing. You are becoming more and more pure. In reality, this cleansing process may occur in many forms and may bring pain, discomfort, or suffering. So with the arrival of the era of day, the new age, the daylight age, God entrusted Meishu Sama with revealing the true meaning of purification and teaching the path to eliminate spiritual clouds through Jorei and the accumulation of merits. So in the teaching of Meishu Sama, Jorei in happiness, Meishu Sama states that the cause of unhappiness is the clouds in the spirit. For a long time, humanity thought freedom from suffering without understanding its cause. Some believed the problem was the spirit. Other people believed it was just a matter, physical. But Meishu Sama clarified that the problem is neither the spirit nor matter, but the clouds that accumulate in the spirit and are reflected in the material world, obstructing our mission to build paradise on earth. So he also revealed the method to eliminate this cause. What method Meishu Sama taught us? How to eliminate those clouds? Jorei. Jorei is the simplest and most effective means to resolve problems at their root by eliminating the clouds in the spirit. And it is funny because how can you believe that something so simple, somebody raise their hands and that will resolve everything? It's unbelievable, but it is the truth. Just begin to talk with each other. Ask people that you have around you, why are you here? What brought you to Jorei? And everyone will share something. Well, I had this problem, my back problem, and then I received Jorei, and then I'm cured, or I had this disease, or I had this financial, or I had a conflict, and then I started receiving Jorei, it disappeared. Because all these disease, poverty, or conflict, they're all from the spiritual clouds we have in our spirit that needs to be purified through suffering or through receiving Jorei and practicing good deeds. Human beings possess not only spiritual clouds, but also spiritual merits. Simply being born on earth and participating in the divine plan is already an evidence of these merits. By serving in the divine work and fulfilling our mission to build the paradise on earth, we access these merits and we accumulate more through virtuous actions. So that's why Meishu Sama always says, if you really want to be happy, you must make others happy. You find a way how you can contribute. When many clouds accumulate in the spirit, it becomes difficult to practice good. That's another thing. Sometimes you really want to do more, but the spiritual clouds doesn't let you. For this reason, it is essential to follow and practice the path to happiness taught by Meishu Sama. Meishu Sama teaches that as the spirit rises, suffering decreases and happiness increases. When the spirit becomes lighter and elevated, suffering caused by purification becomes unnecessary. Meishu Sama's message is clear. The weight of spiritual clouds causes the spirit to descend in the spiritual world and leads to unhappiness. And by elevating the spirit, we attain happiness. And to elevate the spirit, Meishu Sama teaches us to receive and give Jorei. Recognize God, the spiritual world, and the divine laws, and practice goodness, beauty, altruism, even eating healthy foods, thereby also accumulating merits. So once again, for all of us to really understand how we can elevate our spirit, Meishu Sama says, receive and give Jorei, okay? Recognize God and also the spiritual world. That's why we are here, pray for our ancestors. Understand the divine laws, okay? You do remember divine laws, right? The divine law, the law of the spirit precedes the physical. The law of order. There is order in everything, like winter, spring, it's about to come spring, summer, fall. There's an order. Huh? The law of cause and effect. Yeah? the law of oneness between spirit and physical, the law of purification. So recognize divine laws and also practicing good, practicing beauty. Beauty is essential. When you learn how to make a simple flower arrangement, when you learn how to appreciate the art of painting or sculpture, when you go to a museum, when you yourself do art, you are elevating your spirit. So this is all we need to do to elevate our spirit. And another thing, practicing altruism. Always think about others first. But remember, for you to help others, you have to take care of yourself. So make sure how you are doing. And means accumulating merits. So that is not a negotiation with God, okay? Okay, I'm gonna accumulate a lot of good deeds, and then it's a negotiating with God. I'm gonna make a deal with you, God. I will help three people, then you give me that nice job I want. Don't do this. Believe me, people do that. Okay, I need. Usually, you go like this. I have this problem. I understand because you are desperate, especially if you're sick. You do this. Oh, I'm gonna do this much of Torah, and then you take care of me, okay? It happens. This is natural. It's a human, but it's better than nothing. Better than don't do anything. So accumulating marriage is not a negotiation with God, but a inner transformation. When you accumulate, merits, you begin to transform yourself inside. I'm going to tell you a story. It's very nice. It's about this missionary that lost his job, and he went to speak with the minister. He lost the job, and then he said, "Minister, I lost my job. What do I do?" The minister said, "Well, help other people, guide people. We need more, new members or people who also can be useful." And then the minister, this member who lost the job, he said, "Okay, so how about I can guide people?" Then the minister said, "Okay, guide 30 people for next month, 30 new members next month, for next month. If you do that, you're gonna find a new job." The member looked was like, "Really?" "Yeah. If you got 30 new members, now bring them, take the classes. The date of Ohikari presentation is that date. So you guide this many new members." The member said, "Okay." And then the day passed, and this member started to go visiting his friends and visiting his neighbors, and he started to guide people. And the minister started to see him every day coming with one or two people. And then on the following day, he comes to another three people. And then the next day, another five. And the minister started to get worried. Well, I said if he guided 30, he's gonna get a new job. And then the date was coming, and he was guiding people, And the minister started to ask at the receptionist, the reception, how many he brought already. They said, 23. Oh my God, really? The minister, instead of becoming happy, he started to worry because he said, you will get a job when you guide 30. So what happened? He did guide 30 people. And on the day of the presentation, he was there, the member,
was there at the church to make sure every one of them would receive the ohikari. And the minister was there too, a little nervous. He was also waiting for someone who maybe missed the day. If somebody doesn't show up, it would be 29, it's not 30, so that's why, that thing. But every one of them received the ohikari. Ohikari presentation finished. The minister went back home. He ran home. The member also, he went back home. But the next day, that was on Sunday. Next day, on Monday, the member was there. Can I come in? The minister's office. Yes, please. And then was there. May I sit? And the minister was nervous. He said, okay, yes, the member said, I guided 30 members. And then, but I don't have a new job. And the minister said he froze, but the phone rang. And he said, oh, give me a moment. Hello? And that was a longtime friend of a minister. He said, I need a manager in my new restaurant. Can you give me someone that you recommend? He said, yeah, of course, he's right here. He's right here, right in front of me. Okay, here, hold on, talk to him. Okay, here, it's your job, right there. So he answered the phone. They made an appointment, said, he hung up, and he said, no, minister, thank you. I'm happy I got a job. But I came here to thank you. Then why? Not because of the job. Because what happened with me, you can ask my wife, my children. By me doing this, helping so many people, giving Jorei, it changed me. Something inside me changed. I feel different, like another person. I'd like to thank you. Because of this effort, and started to see people's problem. I forgot my own problem. I forgot that I even didn't have a job. Because I started to feel more compassion and thinking about others. So I'd like to thank you. So that was the experience. And of course, he accepted the new job and everything. But that is what made someone says, accumulating merits is not a negotiation with God, but an inner transformation. And Jorei is the driving force that makes this transformation possible. Giving Jorei is one of the purest acts of altruism because it means offering our time to serve as an instrument of God for the salvation of others. Time. What you're doing here, some people came yesterday, the day before, doing flowers, arranging and rehearsing, and people come all the way far from to serve. This is not an easy thing because you're giving your time, but that's what counts to God. Yeah? When you give your time, your effort, you may think, oh, why am I doing this? Believe me, you don't know, but God knows. We must act like lifeguards who extend a hand to rescue others from danger and suffering. Aware that building paradise on earth cannot be accomplished alone. Not alone. We must help more and more people participate in the divine work. Since this is the path we have chosen to follow, I would like to suggest you to really continue guiding other people. And if you would like to have more energy, more power to do so, read the teachings of Meishi Sama. If you don't have the book, buy the book. But read the teachings every day. Read it. That will give... And the advantage of reading the teachings is that first you receive Jorei through them. Did you know that? When you read the teachings, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 1 hour, it's like an hour already you're receiving. And your mind becomes clear, your spirit purifies, and you begin to receive inspiration. That means you become inspired. That means you become connected with God. Yeah? There's a difference. You can be either inspired or informed. I really prefer nowadays to be inspired. Informed, you can, of course, you can read the papers, you can read a book and learn something and become informed. You have a lot of information, lots of people they have, but becoming inspired, teachings of Meshama, they give you that. So I'd like to ask you to do this. And if you really want to help grow your spiritual level, there is a art and light, a celebration of Japanese calligraphy, flowers, and performing arts. That helps us to elevate our spirits. We have this event for you. And this event will be on June 13, 2026, this year. Yeah? It's free admission. Of course, donations are welcome, but you can come and invite your friends. So mark this day on your calendar and invite people to come. Yeah? They are where original calligraphy, some mention some as calligraphies, original ones. It will be displayed. Sangetsu floral art and demonstration will be take place also. Health and food talk, and live music. I believe I'm gonna play something down that day. And some other cultural sharing, open percussions and stuff. So you're all invited. So this is one of the things we should do. Give, receive joy, do art, help other people, guide people, and then we're gonna be fine. And remember what I said. God is watching, He's with you. Meishu Sama is there with you. And whatever you're doing there, He's looking at you and He knows what you're doing. The hidden virtue is the best one because you don't have to receive appreciation for a man, for a human, somebody. You receive appreciation from God. So I'd like to encourage you to continue guiding people and help them to also receive the Ohikari and channel Jorei to yourselves and to us and to other people. So with this, I'd like to thank you very much for attending these ancestors and appreciation service. And let's, after this, exchange Jorei. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
This concludes our service today. Thank you very much for joining us. We wish you a blessed day.